evening. So, here is now the Agra vlog unveils. So, finally, I am unveiling my Agra vlog. So, I am so excited, loss of words because now I'm going to speak about my childhood, my beautiful childhood days. So, let's start. So, uh, I passed out my class 6th and went to class 7th, and of course, from if I passed my class 6, will go to class 7th. No, I have not failed. So, my father got posted in Agra, and I had a little clue about Taj Mahal and nothing else. Actually, Agra is a city of monuments. It's an historic city with royalty kind of uh, past. The Mughal Empire was flourishing there, but I had no clue. I just passed out my 6th and I was on the top of the world only because I'm moving to the other city. That's all. Taj Mahal was there in my mind, but I was not so much thinking about that. So this was me, a naive, young girl who loves to have fun all the time, and we moved to Agra. Here comes the story. So we moved to Agra, and we had our first house near Agra Cant, not near, but in the Agra Cant, but we were near the Sadar Bazaar. And the Sadar Bazaar was the hub of Agra, the modern bazaar at that time. And there I still remember a tikki wala. Tikki wala means a hawker. He was not a hawker basically. He had a very small shop and he used to sell the cutlets and sprinkling juliens of you say reddish juliens of ginger and pomegranate seeds and green chutney and tamarind chutney and little bit of watery curd, and the cutlet was filled with lentils, potatoes and masalas and peas and yum. So we especially used to go to the Sadar Bazaar to have that. And there was one restaurant called Quality Restaurant, and my parents used to take us there for lunch and dinners. Me with my 3 sisters, Teen Devyang, Trinity. So, and we started living in Agra Cant, and there's in India there's a army school, or you can say the school for the people who are working in armed forces. So their children, if they move to any other place within the country, they can shift easily to those schools and no problem in getting the admissions. That is called Kendriya Vidyalayas or the central schools, as you all must be knowing it. Sorry, must be knowing it. So this is a long vlog, so I am going to do mistakes. Please pardon me. So, and then what happened? We were living in Agra Cant, and luckily my sisters, there were 2 important schools in Agra at that time, two important Kendriya Vidyalayas. One was in Agra Cant, where I got admitted, and one was in Airforce area in Agra itself, where my 2 sisters got the admission. So there was a rickshaw puller. He used to come, and there were 2 seats on the rickshaw, 2 seats on the back, and 2 seats just behind the rickshaw puller, and we all used to keep our bags on our laps or maybe hanging on the rickshaw and just going and talking, chirping and enjoying the things. And at that time I learned a very important lesson. My father kept us a tuition teacher called Usha ma'am, and she was a widow. but she was a very nice lady, and she used to come every evening around 4:30 after our school hours, and she used to teach us all the subjects. She had two daughters, Renu Didi, I still remember, and other one, I'm forgetting. So she was a younger one, and they were going with the hard times because only ma'am was working, and the Renu Didi was learning from was doing getting coaching of bank exams. So she was getting coaching of bank exams, and she was working very hard for it. I just had this clue, nothing else. And I was, as the fun loving girl, always not so keen on studies. She's teaching, I'm not putting so much of hard work and all those things. So I used to get scolded also for that from my father, from my mother, from the teacher also. But the life was going on. So one day I came to know that Renu Didi has passed that time. I'm talking about 1986. In 1986, she passed her coaching exams, the competitive exams of bank. Imagine the facilities available at that time. And one day ma'am was not well, so Renu Didi came to teach us, and that day only she had passed her exam, but she wanted to help her mother, so she came to our house and did not want it to become an absentee, so that we can get a regular study flow. So she came, and the gleam on her face was unimaginable. When I saw the gleam on her face of the wind, I thought, when will I get this kind of gleam on my face? For that, I have to work hard. That stuck in my mind somewhere, and I started having thoughts coming and going. I should also have that gleam. To have that gleam on my face, I started thinking, what can I do in my life so that I can also be proud of myself? So, and the second jolt came when, after some days, Usha ma'am's younger daughter, who was appearing for 12th exams, came to teach us one day. And I was writing something, and as usual, fun loving and not caring type of girl, what I did, I just wrote it on the paper, some paragraph she told me to write. I was writing on it, and it was wrong, and I just pulled out the paper and tore it and about to throw in the dustbin. And that girl was so angry with me, so angry with me. I said, what happened, Didi? What happened, sister? What I have done? So she says, do you know that in how much problem we are facing financially? See, I show you. She showed her notebooks where she has made her class 12th notes, and she made it by pencil. Mind it. She made it her class 11th notes by pencil, and she used to rub those and use the same notebooks in the 12th class to write the notes. Or if it gets dim, the pencil gets dim, she overwrites it. Aren't you shocked? Me also. So this is the value of money, we have to do it. So these were two big lessons when I shifted to Agra immediately after shifting. Then we moved to the AFOS area, Keria, a total new world. Totally, it was like a very guarded area, because it was an AFOS area. So I got admission in AFOS school, and then you want to have a look. What a beauty of nature! La 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 la. So, sorry for the interruption. So what happened? I just entered in that new school, and there was a huge area, and there was a one movie hall used to call Bluebird, and my father bought me a cycle, and the learning process of cycle was real something. I used to learn cycle and used to fell down, used to have scratches on my face, on my hands, on my legs, but ultimately I learned cycle, and I used to cycle it down to the school. But before that, before shifting to the Air Force area school, I forgot to tell you, it took already almost 4 months for me to shift to Air Force school. So meantime, from Kheria to the Cant, I used to go by a rickshaw puller, where all other friends of mine were used to come with me, and that was used to be a very nice ride. It used to take 1 hour, and we used to say, "Oh, rickshaw puller, how will he pull it?" Half of the way we used to walk it down, to that how the rickshaw puller will pull it. So, and my new horizons were opening. I was getting new wings. I was opening to the all the armed personal's life, the parties, and the people, and the many things I've learned, how to move, how to talk, how to greet people, how to meet people, and my world was opening. And I had made very good friends there, very good friends. We had a bunch of group, and we used to play so much. Kho Kho is one game in India, and many things. And then after that, now the main thing started. Now the relatives and the friends started pouring in when they heard we have shifted to Agra. And every now and then, now the Taj Mahal was every now and then. After every month, one visit to Agra was confirmed. So we used to go in moonlight night, and so many used to relatives pour in, friends pour in, and one of our relative had come, and they never wanted to stay in some local hotel. They booked Mughal Sheraton Hotel and booked the room from where they can view the Taj Mahal. So Taj Mahal, as you all know, is a epitome of love. Empress Shah Jahan dedicated this tomb to his wife, Queen Empress Mumtaz. He loved her so much, that he made this seventh wonder. It's in the seven wonders of the world. He has made this tomb for her in love for her, and people come from all over the world to see this place. And I had a chance in my childhood to see umpteen times. I still remember we used to go to Taj Mahal, and at that time the real what you say, where they have been buried, the real place where they have been buried under the Taj Mahal in the basement area. So we at that time we could have gone down and see the real graveyards of the real the places where they were buried. And then on the first floor, where the people generally go now, is the duplicate of those things. So we used to go umpteen times. And then the Agra Fort. Agra Fort is a massive fort, and you can see when you enter inside. I still remember I was in class 7. I got so scared because the moment you enter from one gate, then you don't know how to come out. Whenever I used to go to the Red Fort, I always used to be with my mummy. Oh, after her, mama, keep me with you. And then after that, there's one place called Sikandra. Sikandra is a place where Emperor Akbar has been buried, and his three queens, Queen Jodhabai, Queen Mariam, and one more Mohammedan queen. So it's like floors. The ground floor is Emperor Akbar, and then the Queen Jodhabai, then Queen I don't remember the name now, the Mohammedan queen, and the Queen Mariam, who was a Christian. So because Emperor Akbar, was a very good emperor. He used to respect all the religions, and he was himself was not educated, but he had such sharp mind that his reign was the best in the Mughal Empire. So, and at that time, you see, he was such a great man. So then there's one place called Etmatu Daula. Etmatu Daula is a place where Empress Noor Jahan's father was buried, and he used to. I remember of that time. I'm talking of that time when guide used to tell us that he used to make very good wines of black grapes. So when you go to his mausoleum, you will see that there are grapes are engraved on the walls and beautifully carved, beautifully carved. And when you and he was a treasurer of the emperor. And the Taj Mahal is like similarly. I'm telling you, it's beautifully carved at Motidola. If you go to Taj Mahal, you will see yourself how beautiful carvings are there. Even the stone has like stone is speaking to you. It's like that. It's such beautiful carvings they have been done. And there is one Guru Katal. Where they say the Guru had come and had tal means a pond where the Guru had come and had drank of water. So, and there are many places like Itmatu Daula, Sikandra. Oh, how can I forget? Fatehpur Sikri, the Fatehpur Sikri, the Buland Darwaza. Buland means a door which cannot be conquered. So there's a huge door, and so many steps you have to go up, and beautifully carved again. So, and the moment you enter, it's a fort, like a fort. And there is Salim Chishti ji's dargahs, and people go and do their offerings, and they just pray to him. And massive courtyards, and massive galleries, beautiful means beautiful. You must come to India and see these places. And what else? Yes. Now, when you go to the other side of the Fatehpur Sikri, there is Queen Jodhabai's palace, and there is one place where she used to worship Krishna. That place is still there. That she used to keep her Krishna there, and she used to worship her. And there is Panch Mahal. Panch Mahal is a 5-story building, beautiful building. Beautiful means beautiful building. The Panch Mahal is a 5-story building. What I remember, the guide used to tell us that there's one special fast done in India by the wives for their husbands, for their long lives. So she used to step up this Panch Mahal to see the moon, and because after seeing the moon and offering the prayers to the moon, then only the wife can have the food in the night. So she used to do that, and that place was for recreation also. So then I saw one room. I don't remember whose room was that, but out of that room, immediately out of that room, was one very huge stone tub. And they were telling us, the guide was telling us that they used to put scented water in it, and all the rose petals and all kinds of petals, and the aroma of that petals and that scented water goes into that room. And that room was like a sheesh mahal. Sheesh means all the mirrors in the room, and there were places where maybe kings were sitting and having lunches or dinners. And there's one place where they have a big pond, but opening to there is for 4 sides, and there is no railing at all. You just have to walk on a small pavement without no railings, and pond is right and left. My God, how scary. And there's a big platform, and they used to say there were 2 high profile musicians in the King's Court, and they were I think Tansen ji and Baiju Bawra ji. They used to play their music at this place, and the king used to enjoy that music. And there was a whole Diwane Aam is the place where Aam means general public. So the general public used to come, and where the king, the emperor, used to meet the general public. And then there was a Diwane Khas where he used to meet his important courtiers. And there was one place also called Meena Bazaar. Meena Bazaar means a market for the ladies, where the ladies used to go and buy the things for themselves. And they I've been told again that the king used to change his clothes and wear ladies' clothes and go in the market and see where everything is going okay or not. So it's a beautiful place. So Agra is full of monuments. Agra is a city. There are so many places like Raja Ki Mandi, Eidgah, and its place belongs to traditions, but at the same time, this place enchants you, calls you, and you must go there and must see how beautiful is this place. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. And I had a very nice life in the Air Force area, because I was moving with all the officer childrens and we were just having a gala time with each other. Oh yes, how can I forget that? Yes, once in the mess there was a Christmas party thrown by the officers for children. So only children were allowed, no parents. So I went there, and me, my sisters, my friends, and went there. And then the Santa Claus came, and the Santa Claus then said, then he was calling names to give the gifts to the children. Then he called my name, and I was surprised. He gave me comics. He gave my other sister a beautiful lunchbox, another one a beautiful pencil box. So I said, how come is this happened? And we had a gala lunch and dance and everything. And then we came back home, and I asked my parents, then they started laughing. They said it was a surprise party organized by all the parents, and we have never told you. We bought this gift for you and gave to the Santa Claus and wrote your name, and he called you. So this is the life I had it. And it was 3 years I spent in Agra. Then my father was posted in Sikkim, and very soon a Sikkim vlog will be coming. I hope I am not forgetting any more things. बहुत लंबा हो गया क्या? Is it too long? But vlog is vlog, baby. Vlog is vlog. So I have told you about Taj Mahal, Sikandra, Matudala, Agra Fort, and what else? Guru Katal, yes. So done everything. So see you soon for the Sikkim vlog. I hope you like it. Please send me your comments. How do you like it? Then it will motivate me to make the Sikkim vlog again. Please like it. Please comment it. Please like and subscribe my channel and give me more views. Thank you. Bye.